Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome to my Let's Try of Fluffy Horde, a 2D side-scrolling real-time strategy and tower defense hybrid developed and published by Turtle Juice. I'll be spending at least 30 minutes on this title, checking out what it has to offer. For full disclosure, I received a key from the developer in order to preview this title. So without further ado, let's start up the campaign. From World 1, City 1, the farmland. And apparently the clear data option under the settings menu doesn't work as intended. I decided to play through the first few stages just to make sure that the footage recorded for this game works out well, as some games don't work that well with my recorder. This one worked out of the box. A and D are the arrow keys to scroll the camera around. We start out with a rookie knight, probably a squire. Only 2 rabbits though, and they don't pose that much of a threat. Probably the farmer could handle it themselves.
Bombed and dangerous.
In order to upgrade your units, you need to have the necessary amount of gold and click on the icon above their flag. Not enough gold yet. Just wait for these farmers to farm enough gold. All the units I've seen so far can only be upgraded up to 3 times at max.
The enemy army is marching right now at our gates, rallied by a very powerful, super evil wizard.
Kneel before me, silly humans.
There's our main antagonist for the game, the Shaman, and his horde of evil killer bunnies. If all of your windmills fall to the bunny hordes, you immediately lose the level. There are other ways you can lose the stage. For example, if the rabbit population reaches this side and completely outnumbers you.
A small step for a shaman. A big step for bunny kind.
That makes no sense. You aren't even on the ground. Oh, he's gone. Never mind.
On to level 2, Golden Tails. Here's the second lose condition. If bunnies overpopulate you, you will immediately die. No questions asked, so we need to be careful and slay as many bunnies as possible, while building up our own arsenal and our buildings and whatnot. We start with a lot of gold here, so let's upgrade everyone.
But let's kill some of it for like balance.
And send them all forward, or at least most of them. And the archers will automatically kill all the bunnies that are near their flag. I'll keep 2 of them here just in case.
Move along, please. Let the 1,000-year-old superior life form deal with this.
That was a very straightforward mission. Our stats, as well as medals. It seems that every one of these missions has their own set of medals or quests. In this case, they're pretty easy to accomplish. Just complete the level under a certain amount of time. Rabbit Trap.
Stop! Begone, sweet creatures.
I wish I knew the exact stats of every one of my units.
Your cuteness won't work on me.
This rate is just obscene.
So there's a new enemy type, pink bunnies. They explode into smaller bunnies.
Ah! Those bunnies will destroy the windmill!
I want to try isolating them so I don't get overwhelmed.
Hurry! Protect the windmill!
I need to always keep one person there, and rats, I failed the mission. That was fast. The bunnies can easily do a number on the windmills. It really feels like the windmills are more fragile compared to our knights. Usually in RTS games, it's the reverse.
Your cuteness won't be gone, sweet creatures. This breeding range is just obscene.
And of course, if there are too many rabbits next to each other, they can explosively breed. And we have physics to worry about as well, as once the pink bunnies explode, they send the bunnies flying right over my defenses.
Hurry! Protect the windmill!
Stop hopping around.
Hurry! Protect the windmill!
Oh, there they are. Just 2 of them left. Another simple mission, but this teaches you to immediately let down the trap as soon as possible so you don't get overwhelmed, and also that the windmills are really fragile. City 4, Monarch. Same quest requirements as usual, completed under these time requirements. In some missions, you'll have multiple windmills to protect. You only need to keep one standing in order to complete the mission.
Stop hopping around.
Oh no. Bunnies with catapults.
Hurry! Protect the windmill!
I need to keep at least 3 of my knights there, so I don't get overwhelmed and ambushed from behind.
Ah! Those bunnies will destroy the windmill! Those bunnies will destroy the windmill!
These missions can be completed quite fast. I wonder if this will hold true for the later missions. Level 5, Aaron's Lair. Carrot Dance,
Is anybody hungry? Come on, I won't bite. I mean, hopefully you will, or else there is not much point in wearing this.
They're multiplying!
Oh, I see.
Rabbits!
These carrot units can attract the bunny hordes towards them, so I can manipulate where they're going. But these are sacrificial units of sorts.
Ouch! I thought bunnies were supposed to be cute and harmless.
Well, let's try it again. I need to protect my carrot dancers.
Is any... They said I would never be a carrot. Well, look at me now. Never give up, kids.
They're multiplying! Like rabbits!
No windmills here, so the only way you can lose this mission is if the rabbit population overwhelms you.
Ouch! I thought bunnies were supposed to... No! You got blood on my outfit!
So already in this game, I have 4 unit types. Melee units, ranged units, gold generation units, aka farmers, and crowd control in the form of the dancers. Bunny Rain. Another way to win this mission is by using no farms. In under 25 seconds.
They said I would never be a carrot. Well,
Farmed and dangerous. Begone, sweet creatures.
Stop hopping around.
they said I would never be a carrot. Well, look at me now. Never give up, kids.
Darn, my dancer is too far away.
Blood on my outfit.
And he died anyway.
Hungry?
So far, the gameplay is rather simplistic, but we only seen a few enemy types, only 2 of them actually, and only 2 types of building structures, those being farms and windmills, and I can't upgrade either of them. And there is a limit as to how far these carrot dancers can attract the bunnies. Actually, let me try out something.
Stop hopping around.
Place one here.
They said I would never be a carrot. Well, look at me now.
And send them here so they fall into the pit. Nice and easy way to complete the mission without using farms. That's neat. Sacrifice. Use only 1 carrot unit. Let's see how this works. Oh. I see what they mean by sacrifice now.
Hurry! Protect the windmill!
I'm gonna be losing at least 1 carrot unit. The question is which one and on which side.
They said I would never be a carrot. Well, look
Hurry.
at me now.
Protect the
Never
windmill.
give up, kids. They said I would never be a carrot. Well, look at me now. Never give
Not
up,
fast
kids.
enough. I do like how these missions have more variety other than the usual kill all the rabbits. That's a plus for this game.
They said I would never be a carrot. Well, look at me now. Never give up, kids. No, you got blood on my outfit.
Hurry! Protect the windmill!
One got through, sadly. I need to make sure no rabbit gets through. Otherwise, there's no defenses. The farmers can't attack them.
They said I would never be a carrot. Well, look at me now. Never give up, kids. No, you got blood on my outfit.
Mission accomplished. Now all those rabbits will jump into the pit. that hill. Alright, just time requirements. For this mission, it's an escort mission. We need to take the cow to the milking station, I guess. How do I move it forward, though? Oh, I see. I didn't realize those were interactable physics objects. Usually RTS games don't have this many interactable physics objects, just towers. Wow, a plant with udders. That's the reverse of what you expect for a cow. Then again, as I said, this is a more whimsical title. Best defense. Undamaged windmill, use only one soldier, win within this time period.
Bomb! I want. Let's crop and roll.
Begone, sweet creatures.
Let's crop and roll.
Springs are activated over time. I'm gonna have to rush forward then.
They're multiplying like rabbits. Ah,
Let's try it again. I need to do it faster.
try the windmill.
Let bombed and dangerous.
Your cuteness won't work on me.
The basic bunnies are really easy to dispatch of using my melee units, and they don't deal that much damage to my knights anyway, so I think that's the strategy.
Let's crop and roll. Bombed
Just
and
rush one of my
dangerous.
units forwards.
Stop hopping
Hurry,
around.
protect the windmill.
Well, that didn't work out. I need to be more careful with my movement. That is, send my knights moving forward much faster. And have to balance the two catapults. Oh well, at least those are optional objectives.
Begone, sweet creatures.
Hurry, protect the windmill.
Still got through. The levels are certainly getting a bit more challenging.
Bombed and. I wonder why we don't just eat.
Stop hopping around.
I wonder why we don't just eat rabbit.
Good question, farmer.
Stop hopping around. Begone, sweet creatures. Begone, sweet creatures.
Ah, those bunnies will destroy the windmill.
There is a way to do it and accomplish all the quests, but I can't pull it off right now. Where are the rest of them? Probably on the right side of this mission. Yeah, here they are. And of course, they jump back.
Ah, those bunnies will destroy the windmill.
You know, the way the game is controlled, the metal system, and the simplicity of the game systems kind of makes this game feel like a mobile title. At least the controls work well for a keyboard and mouse. We just need to escort the princess to the objective.
They're multiplying. Like rabbits.
Hey! Ugh, this is literally boring me to death.
That was a fast death. It seems that all the units and buildings with health are really fragile.
This breeding rate is just obscene.
They're eating me. Watch it! You're getting confetti in my shoe. They're eating me alive. Hello.
Yeah! 4, 3, 2, 1, you and me should have some fun.
That was very straightforward. For this mission, the best strategy was to completely ignore most of the bunny horde. Next level, Cross. Another princess mission, but this time I have access to carrots. I'll try accomplishing it without the use of soldiers. I like how this game's levels are playing with player expectations. Usually in RTS games, the best thing to do is to destroy all of the enemies. But here, it's not necessarily the best option. And then I'll split the difference by summoning another carrot to the right.
Come on, I won't buy. No, no. Is anybody hungry?
And now they'll all jump into the pit. Meanwhile, I'll direct the princess to the left. But remember, if you're having difficulty with this mission, you can always just hire some soldiers. I just wonder how you're supposed to accomplish this mission with just one carrot. Now that I think about it, I could always just attract the bunnies close enough to the bridge and then let the carrot die and they'll all jump into the pit. As I stated earlier, I wish I could see the specific stats of every unit if I hovered over them or clicked on them, like their attack speed, their movement speed, their HP, etc, etc. Next level, Nareen. A princess mission combined with a windmill mission. Close this off immediately, and hire a farmer.
Damn dangerous.
They're multiplying. Like rabbits.
And I see a catapult to the left, so... And it automatically triggers upon bunny impact. That's how we get some extra gold.
Let's crop and roll.
I wonder why the princesses are dressed up as bunny girls though. If they didn't, they probably wouldn't attract the bunny hordes. Mother cow. So this time we need to save our cow using the bridges and protect our windmill too. That's super helpful. I wish I knew this earlier.
How did we come to this? Elves killing bunnies?
I wish we could upgrade all of our units at once. That'd be even more helpful. Also, I did this mission in the wrong order. I should have hired farmers first.
Let's crop it around.
Nature finds a way, but let's kill some of it for, like, balance?
I wonder why we don't just eat rabbit.
Nature finds a way, but let's kill some of it for, like, balance.
And the bunnies can eat up the crops, therefore halting my gold production on those farms.
Hurry! Protect the windmill! Hurry! Protect
Let's try this again.
the windmill!
I should have hired a mixture of soldiers and archers.
I wonder why we...
How did we come to this? Never fear, I've been elf-trained in elf defense.
Let's crop and roll.
Stop hopping or be gone, sweet creatures! Farmed and dangerous!
This should hopefully hold.
Your cuteness won't work on me.
Even though we had a variety of levels with differing mission objectives, we still only have 2 different enemy types.
You be gone, sweet creatures!
And they infinitely generate here from these pink magical clouds. Is it just me, or is it that the bunnies completely ignore my soldiers and archers? It seems that way. Otherwise, my knights and archers would have fallen to the bunny hordes already. I'm also thankful that the bunnies completely ignore the cows. Wow, that plant really wants the cow. Oh well, at least I accomplished 1 medal. Moving on to the last level I'll cover in this part. Skyfell, and we have a new enemy type, the Queen Bunny. And this mission can be won in under 40 seconds. So far, for all of the levels I've covered in this Let's Try, they can all be completed pretty quickly if you know what you're doing. A nice mission to end off this Let's Try with. Let's see, only 1 unit, the carrot. And we have these rotatable platforms. How do they work though? Once the bunnies go into the purple side, they vanish. And they come out the other end, I see.
This breeding rate is just obscene.
That's very clever. By using physics, we defeated the boss. Out of all the RTSs I played recently, this has been the most physics-based. Most of the RTSs I've been playing only rely on defeating all the enemies or escorting units, but here we have physics challenges and missions that change up the pace, so that's a plus for this game. In total, this game has over 100 levels to go through, and in addition to that, we have multiplayer, but I won't be covering that in this part. And every world seems to have a boss at the end of it. 4 worlds in total: grass, caves, snow, and Dark Kingdom. So far I like this game. Sure, it's on the simpler side, but I really like how the mechanics all interact with each other and used in interesting configurations. Even the escort missions aren't that annoying. In fact, unit types are really concise here. We have the melee units in the form of soldiers, ranged units in the form of the archers, crowd control units in the form of the dancers. I wonder if we'll have mages and other types of units, as well as buildings that we can explicitly make. It is made easier by the fact that the bunny hordes will ignore your units that don't have explicit health bars. For example, they'll ignore the soldiers and archers, but they will attack the carrot dancers, princesses, and the windmills. Then again, the game seems balanced around that, considering how fragile units and buildings with health are. They can get absolutely destroyed with a few basic bunnies. Something I didn't point out that much during this Let's Try was how whimsical and odd the game was. It's already apparent with all of the enemies being killer bunnies, but we also saw that in great effect with the other flowers feeding the cows with their milk. So in summary, I found this title to be at least decent, and I'd love to see how far the mechanics develop in the latter portions of the game, as so far this game has a pretty good difficulty curve. I recommend that you see some previews or let's play of this game before you decide to purchase and download the title. I know I'll definitely let's play this game in the future. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!